My goodness. He was turned off. I don't know why. But as I was saying, stars are not by because of how you look, that your destiny will look like how you look. So I said the same people who are yelling slaves are the ones who will be like, Your Majesty, because that person is occupying that position. Oh, the presidency. Oh, it's a pleasure meeting you. And all this other fakery and all these other things. Because in all of this, stars and destinies are birth. Okay? When destinies are birth, not because of how you look or what you say or how you sound or your education. That's why some people are trying to fit in a place that is not their destiny. They can lie all they want. They can manipulate to fit the script, but they cannot be anywhere found in it. So when we talk about stars and people are talking about, oh, my star, I'm a star, I'm a star. Yeah, you're a star of your own. But what kind of star are you? You see, one of the devil's greatest mistake was thinking to ascend above the stars. So if he knows he cannot ascend above the stars of the congregation, look at what Isaiah said in Isaiah 14, congregation of stars. Congregants, when we gather together, when we are in one accord, and some of you are different constellations of stars, but when the different constellations of stars are in accord and harmony, it becomes a congregation. Alignment, spiritual, positive, and physical alignment. Something weird just happened. I didn't, maybe I hit something, but my phone had another phone right now in front of me. Like I'm talking, I don't know. But when we talk about the congregation, he said, oh, if I can ascend. So if the devil cannot ascend above you, and he said, we are sitting with Christ in heavenly places, so Ephesians 2, you quoting it like you quote water. Seated with him and we reign with him. Who is reigning? Your spirit that is still alive here on earth, or your soul that is still here on earth, or is it your star that is part of the congregation? I'm asking you, who is sitting in heavenly places? So it's my spiritual self. Your spiritual self, you're a spirit, soul, and body. Hi, Amara. How are you? Thank you for joining. You're a spirit, you're a soul, and you're a body. Your spirit is within you, and it's the spirit of the Father, which is the Ruach, which is the breath of life, which is ease. One. And I said I would touch on this today. Soul, my emotion, my anger, my that might be right, might not be right. My thinking, it might be positive thinking, negative thinking, might be misjudgment, and all of that might be whatever people are trying to manipulate you to react, and all of that. That's my soul. What I like, what I don't like. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like eating coriander seed, and all of that. That's a false narrative that I've given to my enemies to run with it. Oh, I don't like eating sunflower seed. Some people don't. That's your soul. That's what dies. What don't like? What do you like? Oh, well, I like my back being rubbed. I like this. I like that. Like, and don't like. Choices. Behold, I've set before you life and death. Choose life. So now the spirit is always willing and the flesh is weak. So the flesh is the one in this body that now tells the person, guess what, today we're going to dress today. Say yes, what I'm going to wear. And sometimes it tells the person, today we're going naked, and the person don't have any self-respect to be like, yeah, I'm going to show the man what I'm working with, and start becoming the community prostitute. Or they start going to church, becoming a church prostitute dressed like a whore, or they go to work like a work prostitute dressed like a whore, because the flesh of them is weak and have no sense. So that's the one that dies. That's the soul. Spirit, soul, and body. So which is in heavenly? Spiritually, I've extended. Spiritually, your star can be up there. Spiritually, you have a star. Spiritually, they can kill somebody spiritually and it manifests now. Spiritually, your spirit of what? Is it your immortal spirit that should have been when you are born again? Who is seated in heavenly places? But if you're sitting in heavenly places, far above principalities and powers, why are you not operating like you are far above principalities and powers? But now principalities and powers are slapping you left and right. They're kicking your butt. Boom, pam, 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 pam. You say, oh, I was sleeping at night and the devil came and slapped me. Sometimes it's not a devil, it's a demon. Stop lying. The devil don't have time to come and kick you. It's not every time. If there are millions and billions of people every time the devil is coming to kick them, if the devil is kicking you, then you must be a lightweight. Very lightweight. Huh? You just sit down and the devil just look at you. And the devil is like, I just need to kick this person. This person is such a fool. You know, sometimes it's a demon because you say you're far above principalities and powers. But some of these powers, oh, this thing is gone. I mean, I need to end this life soon. No eyes for me. But far above principalities and powers. No, you're not far above principalities and powers. You are playing. So why are you not conscious? Because you have not aligned yourself like the star that aligns to become in one constellation of stars. There's a formation that happens, different formations of stars. And some people will be like the Pegasus, the this, the that, the that, the that, the that, the that. You're nothing of a sus sometimes. You're not. You're not of a sus. So in all of this, ask yourself this question. What am I working for? What is my purpose? What is my star? And who is trying to put me in a dimension that I'm not prepared for? Who is trying to put me in a dimension that I'm not prepared for? In the dimension that you and I are not prepared for. So many dimensions. People are like, well, I have this dimension that I operate. It's the dimension of little. It's the dimension of laziness. Because some people are like, well, I went to nursing, but nursing was never for you. You were never called to be a nurse, but you are there because your star was never being aligned. Some people come and leave in a place of survival. They have a very good life, but their star was never called to be in the place of where they are. I'm not talking about when Apostle Paul said, great and effectual door has been opened unto me when many are my adversaries. I'm not talking about that. And you're like, oh, yes, many are my adversaries. I'm not talking about that either. Because in the place of your destiny, when the devil tries to contend, make sure you destroy your enemy. And ask yourself, why am I in limited thinking that this is only level? And that's the time when you operate, you will have purpose, you have divine idea, divine business, divine things to go ahead. The reason why some people have not gone ahead yet, because it's too early of their manifestation. Somebody have alerted somebody about your star, so they're trying to kill you before the manifestation of what the title of your star is. So sometimes you have to wait till Herod die in the place of Egypt and hide in the place of Egypt. So you have to be in the place of lowliness and say, my time has not come yet to manifest. Because if your time came to manifest for the miracle signs and wonders, where economy does not control you, but you control economy, and you can know where to go and send Peter, Kepha, and said, go catch that fish. And the fish is caught, and you can pay your taxes. It says, give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and give to Yahweh what belongs to Yahweh. And we sit down, and we are like, oh my gosh, what did you just say? Wherein you operate in the dimension wherein you can walk on water. It is, and still not drown, and can encourage somebody to come meet you in the water. A lot. A lot has been said with just what I said. So I'm not going to stay long. I don't know how many minutes. So in that place, you will not first. You will be with a carpenter, learn to be a carpenter. At the time of ministry, it started at 30, but he was called King of the Jews. King of the Jews died on the cross, but he was declared king at the stake in Golgotha, King of the Jews at his death. And somebody was like, what kind of destiny is that? But his destiny was bigger, even though he died at 33 at the stake and declared King of the Jews. He did not have to sit in the royal seat of the impostor of Herod. He was crowned, and yet when he was killed, he was given a crown of thorns, but he had an eternal crown so that he can crown many. And his immortality will be made known from generations to generations. So there are some people whose destiny is not for this generation only. Their name is not for this generation. There are people who were stars in their generation. They have died and gone. Nobody will know who they are except we dig it up. There are some pioneers whose history has been buried, but their lineage lives forever. Their lineages lives forever. Okay? Their lineages lives forever. So when you see a lot of things happening, pay attention. And this is where I'm going to stop. And then be like, you know what? Destinies are good, destinies are greater. And I wanted to talk about the soul, the spirit, and everything. And I said I would touch on it today, and I've touched on it. You guys did bless 3 videos today. I'm so tired. I don't know. Next week, I might do a video next week, but next week we'll talk about, maybe leave Paul for another time. I'll leave Paul for another time. And the Greek philosophers, I want to really study it, master it, and come back. We'll take another topic for next week. Tell me the topic you want me to teach on. Maybe we'll talk about ancient cuisines next week. Yahweh bless you all. Have a blessed week. You all have a blessed week. And till we meet again. And let me see. All right, Yahweh bless you all. I don't think I need to charge this.